Okay, this is the number one reason that you're not being successful in your job hunt. You're not having responses to the job applications that you're making. So right now, if you're looking for work or if you're looking to change jobs, you've got quick apply on LinkedIn, you've got quick applies on most of the job boards, and you're emailing directly to companies or to recruiters. It all seems very quick and efficient that you can get hundreds of applications out in a day. And in your mind, you're thinking, old school game, this is a job application to a job. You've maybe read the job description, you maybe thought this is perfect for me. I don't know why I wouldn't receive a call back from this recruiter or a call back from this company. It's not how it works. And let me tell you why. If you are a company or a recruiter and you put a job advert out there, whether it's on LinkedIn or a job board, you're getting thousands of applications, because now your job is on a website, and that's available to see to anybody in the world with an internet connection. Anybody in the world with an internet connection can see your job advert. Anybody can use the keywords to find out what's in that job, or just see that it's in the right location where they want to be and apply to it. So when a recruiter or a company posts a job, they're receiving thousands of applications. You already know this, but the breakdown of those applications is something like this. If they're receiving 10,000 applications, 90% of those are not even in the location. So if this is an on-site role or a hybrid role where you need to be somewhere close to site, 90% of them you've got to discredit anyway. But you've still got to go through those 90% or use software in order to go through those 90% really quickly to discount anybody who's not in the location. From the remaining 1,000, from that remaining 10%, there's only 10%, there's only 100 candidates that can do anywhere near what the job description or the job advert has asked you to do. So you've literally got to be, if you're in the 1%, you're still 100 candidates, there's still 100 candidates. And they all have a similar CV to you that looks somewhere like they could do. So are you expecting, whether it's a recruiter or directly a company, HR or a talent acquisition specialist, what you're expecting is this person or this team to make 100 interviews, go into detail, discount, and also get back to the 9,900. And also let them down gently, because that's what we need these days. We need to be let down gently, and let them know, I'm sorry you were unsuccessful. Thank you very much for your advert. We're still a great company. We get back to everybody. It's just not going to happen. So do not, first mistake is do not be expecting a response from that company if you're the wrong person. What I would say is what you can do is in addition to that, do not think that you quick applying on LinkedIn and just pressing a button and your CV and your profile goes to a recruiter or goes directly to a company. Don't count that as you applying to a job. If you do, you're kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself, because everybody in the world is doing that. Whether they're in your location, whether they're not, you're applying to you're here, you've got the right skills, and the company's there. If you can, go and see them. If you have to apply, call up and say, listen, I sent you an application, but I guess being the company that you are, or being this enticing role, I bet you get 10,000 applications. So I wanted you to be able to look at my CV and realize that it's very, very closely matched to the job specification or the job description or the job advert, whatever it may be. So I wanted to get myself to the front of the queue. There's no shame in doing that. And what you're actually showing is you're proactive, you're not afraid to fail, you're not afraid to get on the phone and make yourself look foolish. And the more you do that, the better you're going to get at it, and therefore the more successful you're going to get. So you will get to a point where that's now a skill. You're now really good at that. And to be good at looking for work is a superpower, because it means that you're not one of those 10,000 anymore, because there's no way in this world all 10,000 of those are even tracking the amount of jobs that they're applying to in a day. So let's say if we just take the top 100, that top 1%, hope my maths are right there, but the top 100, they're also not calling the company. They're on, and what's the call? Hi, it's John Smith, and I want to speak to the talent acquisition specialist responsible for this role. Is the receptionist going to say no? I'm just letting you know that I've sent the CV. That's all I'm letting you know. You've got to be able to do that, and it's a skill. And once you've learned it and once you've got good at it, it's a superpower, and it will get you much further in your career, much, much further. Once that's a skill, and once you're talented and also confident in that area, then you can apply to a job, put something bespoke together. Always put something bespoke together. You can put it as wild as you want and just say, I only wrote this to get your attention. Clever. Only wrote this to get your attention. I'm going to give you a call in the morning before 8 o'clock. Call the company and let them know the direct person who you're applying to, if you've got that contact person's details. If not, speak to the HR manager or the talent acquisition manager and just say, I've just sent my CV yesterday. I know you get thousands of CVs from people who can do the job and people who can't do the job. I think I can do the job. And so I want to save you some time. I want to put my CV at the top of the pile so that you can look at it this morning and realize that it's pretty closely matched to the job advert because I want to work at your company. So you're showing enthusiasm, you're showing dedication, you're showing persistence, you're showing a level of discipline to be able to continuously do that until it happens. You're also showing delayed gratification. Is any of this starting to sound familiar? It's exactly the skills that you learn in sport, and this is exactly the reason that sport, and especially, I'll always advocate endurance, but especially running and cycling, this is why running and cycling and swimming, any endurance sport where you kind of put in, you've got to be consistent, you've got to be disciplined, all crosses over to your career. And you can be absolutely flying in both, but in your career you can be flying. You've got the ability to do that. Apply to the perfect jobs that you want, chase them up, make a list of them, chase them up, 50 calls, just letting you know, get my CV to the top of exactly what I said before, get my CV to the top because it's very closely matched to the job advert. You're singing. It's a superpower, and don't underestimate. So if you're sat there and you're wondering why you don't have a job, or you're wondering why you can't find a new job because you don't like your current job, and your strategy is quickly pressing buttons on quick apply on job sites and LinkedIn all day long, and you're counting those as job applications, don't do that because you're kidding yourself. You're literally in a queue with everybody else in the world, and that's not where you want to be. You want to be at the front of the queue, and the simple way to do that is pick up the phone, call the company and say, I sent my CV, I followed exactly what you've asked me to do, and you'll get better at it. I would just want you to let you know that instead of going through 10,000 CVs today, you can just look at mine, realize it's closely matched to the job description, and I'm available to meet anytime today or tomorrow. What's best for you? It's so simple to do, and yet nobody is doing it because it's so easy to hide behind emails. It's so easy to hide behind quick apply, and you're kidding yourself in your head. And so many people are doing this, that if they quick apply to a job, they'll get lucky because we all exist on hope. So you will have heard of somebody that's got a job that way because it happens. People get jobs that way. And you might see a job, oh, it's only 7 applications, so that recruiter or that talent acquisition specialist internally, they will look through all those 7 job applications. Times that by the amount of jobs that they've got on at the moment, and it makes it an unworkable task to look through all those CVs. So your CV will end up in a software search, a Boolean search on a piece of software, and then you may, if you're really, really lucky, you may get a call. But why not just get yourself to the front of the queue? Good luck with that. If you can resonate with that, and if you've been in a similar situation, if you feel like you're not getting anywhere and you need extra help, let me know. Honestly, it's my favorite task, and I think if you're killing it in sport and you're loving it and you're moving forward with your running, you're moving forward with your football, your fitness, your cycling, whatever it is you're doing it, then you should be killing it in this field as well, because all the skills that you're learning in the sports field, all transferable to your business, all transferable to your career. Good luck.